After seeing the positive response to my last video, as well as playing Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core Reunion, I've decided to push my next Kingdom Hearts video to focus on more Final Fantasy VII content. Yes, Crisis Core was that good. And man, I have so many questions that need to be answered. I couldn't imagine being an original Crisis Core player back in 2007. With Final Fantasy VII Rebirth just a few weeks away, Square has the opportunity to answer everyone's what-if question they have had since the original Crisis Core. Remember, this isn't the original story of Final Fantasy VII. Events and character interactions will be different. Final Fantasy VII Remake already proved that. That's why they continue to call this the Unknown Journey. But before I begin today's video, I would like to quickly ask if you enjoy the video at all, please consider hitting the like button as well as the bell icon to help notify you when I upload another Final Fantasy VII Rebirth video. And if you really like me, then maybe, just maybe, consider hitting the subscribe button. With the new year here, I'm hoping to continue to grow, and my goal is to achieve 10,000 subs before the year ends. Regardless, I hope you all enjoy it, and let's get into it. Spoilers for Crisis Core and FF7 Rebirth, potentially and obviously. When thinking about what Square has in store for us, you gotta think, they want the audience to play Crisis Core Reunion before playing FF7 Rebirth. Which is weird, considering Crisis Core spoils big reveals that will be shown in Rebirth. So it makes you think, the payoff of losing some reveals, specifically those relating to Cloud and Nibelheim, might be beneficial for the reveals they have planned for Rebirth, especially when you add the biggest elephant in the room, Zack being alive. So let's see what we can expect. Zack's survival. With Zack being alive, even though it's in another timeline, we finally get to see what would happen and what he would do after surviving the Shinra army outside of Midgar. We know Cloud is still comatose and that Zack drags him back to Midgar, and thanks to the Whisper's tornado hitting some of the plates of Midgar, Shinra is going to be too occupied to deal with Zack, and so I think he'll be able to safely make his way to Midgar and perhaps meet Aerith's mom and figure out what is going on. We know that without doubt the two timelines will eventually merge, and so I'm assuming Zack will be traveling where Cloud and the gang travel in the other timeline to eventually meet up, whether it is in Rebirth or the third game.
I want them alive. You hear me? You're going to save Zack's life.
Of course. I haven't even told him my real name.
Cissnei and the Turks. With the fate of Zack being alive and having Square want us to play Crisis Core Reunion before Rebirth, I think without a doubt, a character like Cissnei should and will return. She has a new voice actor, and to me, she was one of the characters to have a close connection to Zack, and with him being back, that kind of rhymes. Anyways, it makes sense to expand on her more. With the destruction happening in Midgar leading to Zack being alive, could we finally see Cissnei finding Zack in the Wastelands and helping him get back to Midgar safely? I could see Rude and Reno heading back to help Midgar, but perhaps Tseng lets Cissnei continue the search for Zack, like at the end of Crisis Core. Honestly, it could go either way, and even if Zack doesn't meet Cissnei again early, I for sure feel like he will meet her later on, and she'll finally be able to let him know her real name.
Help them. Cissnei, I have letters for Zack. 88 of them.
Letters from Tseng. Once again, with Tseng being a close comrade to Zack, I'm sure we can see more of his inclusion compared to FF7 original. If you know, you know. And so I fully think we gotta get a scene where Tseng meets up with Zack and hands him the 80+ letters from Aerith. God, that's so sad. Perhaps Tseng would be the reason why Aerith is safe? The other members like Tifa, Barret, and Red 13 are perhaps unfortunately dead, but Aerith is alive, as we know due to Marlene.
Promise not to tell? When she wakes up, a scary man is gonna kill her.
And so I could see Tseng helping Zack with the task at hand, and maybe joining his playable party? I could see when it comes to playable Zack, because I mean, let's be real here, like, if Zack is not playable, it will make no sense. And people will riot. I'm a riot. Jessie and Biggs or Tseng and Cissnei would be fitting party members. Tseng and Cissnei would make a little more sense if you have characters relating to his game more. Plus, I'm sure Biggs would need help out in Midgar, but Jessie, who knows? We all know she's going to be at the Gold Saucer. We don't exactly know the timeline of which one she will be in, but I guess we will have to wait and see. And yeah, I hope you all have the same questions and wants that I have after finishing Crisis Core. I can't imagine having all this in your mind like all these years. And now with Zack being back, like so much is possible, and there's way more tears that are gonna be had if they even do this that I've talked about. Please let me know what y'all think down below. And also let me know if I goofed up and maybe missed something. I appreciate you all. And thank you so much for the continued support. And if I want to leave you all off with one thing, just one more thing, it's this.
Me? Gungaga.